Welcome to Parent Squad. I'm Felicia Lawrence, and today we want to start off talking about the dads. So there's a place here in Indy that provides services to men looking to be the best fathers they can be, and they're expanding to help even more dads. So here to tell us more is Larry Smith, President and CEO of Fathers and Family Center. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, when we saw a little bit about the work that you all do, we said, oh yes, they got to come on Parent Squad for sure. So can you tell me about the center, a little bit more about what you do as well?
Yeah, so we are celebrating 33 years this year. In that period, we served about 27,000 fathers. We want to help them to become a better person, a better parent, a better partner, a better provider. We call that the 4 Ps.
Okay, all of the 4 important Ps.
Indeed.
For sure. And so you're getting ready to expand. What does that mean for the center?
So we're in the midst of what we call our Vision for the Future campaign, and the idea is to raise $5.5 million, of which we've raised $4 million. But that will allow us to do a few things. One, to double the number of men we serve annually. Last year we served about 1,200 men, so we hope to double to 2,400 men in the next few years. Secondly, it will allow us to move to a new space. We're currently at 2835 North Illinois. Co-adjacent really with Ivy Tech. We'll move 1 block up to Brower Plaza, which is a much larger facility. And then 3, it will allow us to ensure that our programs are effective. And so we're constantly expanding the number of programs. So not just the men we serve, but the number of offerings that we have, and to ensure that they're effective.
And so let's talk a little bit more about the need you see in the community to have these support programs. What are you seeing? So
the men we serve have an average income of about $11,600 when they get to us. And so they are well below the poverty line. Fully 40% of them report 0 income in the last 12 months. And so they have some economic challenges that they need to deal with. Further, roughly 40 to 60% of the men, and I say there's that range because we have one cohort of what we call our Strong Fathers program per month. In any given cohort, 40 to 60% of the men are returning citizens. They're returning from jail or prison. And so everyone says, well, get them a job, get them a job. That's necessary, but it's not sufficient. There are many other challenges: emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, substance abuse, PTSD, and so we need to address all of those challenges. And of course, we want to ensure that they have a better relationship not only with their children, but with their children's mother, even if they're no longer intimately involved.
Okay, and so the idea is to tackle that in what vein?
So the program that I mentioned, Strong Fathers, that's what we're best known for. It's 3 weeks long. 90 hours of classroom instruction. Everything that we do is evidence or research based. And so the men come in, they're a little tentative, typically in the beginning. They don't know exactly what to expect, but within that first week they begin really to bond. And so the first issue is trust. They have to trust us with their lives, literally. And so in doing so, they allow us to move them along this spectrum of going from someone who is probably low income, maybe formerly incarcerated, to a father who is fully functioning and thriving in the community.
So we know our beloved dads, and we know sometimes men can need that extra push and support. Ooh, I see it in my own household. So how do you get men that seek out this program, or do they get recommended? Like, how do you get them to want to sign up for something like this? Because in full honesty, for anyone, self-work can be hard, and self-work can be intimidating, especially when you feel like the world, you're up against the world already.
Absolutely.
So how do you get active participation, and what has been your experience with
this?
this?
all the above. So most of the men come to us via a referral or word of mouth, typically from someone who's gone through the program, but women actually play a very, very important role. So wives or girlfriends, mothers, sisters, who will say, you need to get yourself down there to Fathers and Family Center to work on becoming a better father. So word of mouth is very, very important.
Okay, I think I love what you were saying, how the women a lot of times can be the impetus, can be the encouragement to get men there, but obviously they still have to show up themselves and put in the work.
And it's all voluntary. I want to emphasize, even with the men who, they may have a parole officer, they may have an ankle monitor, they may have to do they're told about our program because they're involved in the criminal legal system. But we tell everyone this has to be voluntary. They're not going to get anything out of it if it is not voluntary.
Okay, yes, re-entering society and just trying to, people don't always get a fair shake in life and things happen, but you can only really focus on moving forward, and it takes a community to do that.
Absolutely.
So I love what you were saying just about the women encouraging that. We know that showing up for your kids is a big part of that. So how would you say dads can be more present for their children?
Yeah, and that's a great question. My parents were divorced when I was very young, maybe 4 or 5, and my father was not involved in my life. I also know I have several friends who did grow up in a 2-parent household. And I want to make a distinction between a father being in the home and versus him being in their children's lives, right? Because a lot of friends, father was there physically, but not involved.
That's possible.
Absolutely. So I do want to emphasize that. However, the majority of our men are not necessarily physically in the home, but we encourage them to be not only present, but when they are there to be fully present, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So one of the things that we do is that we have wonderful partners like the Children's Museum. So we'll get passes for them to go to the museum and to experience that. We have father-child events. We may have basketball tournaments. We're putting together a father-daughter dance right now. And so as a father of 2 daughters who are both adults now, that kind of thing really just sort of fosters this sense of closeness that a lot of times if you're in the home, you don't necessarily, you sometimes take that for granted.
Okay. Well, I love that we're talking about it. Look at you, a girl dad. I love that we're talking about it and we're discussing not only a program that's available, but just also the importance of seeking help, the importance of men, the importance of males. I know we, of course, are fully embracing female empowerment in society, but we all need each other to be able to work together, especially for the benefit of, society in general, but our children.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Sure. Good to be here.
Yes. So if you would like more information on the Fathers and Family Center, we have a link at WTHR.com/Parent Squad. Still to come, we're going to look at the benefit of arts for kids, the benefits of art for kids.